Welcome to episode 7 of the Barely Onside podcast with your host, Jonny G and Pelly. How you doing, man?
Doing good, man. How you doing?
Doing very, very good, man. Had Lexi's birthday party today. Had it at a play center and invited about, I think there was 10 of her friends and some parents were there. We did a lot of playing, ate a lot of cake. Pizza. It was a good day, man. She was really happy, so I'm excited that we got through it. I'm excited everyone showed up, and I'm excited that the day's over, man. And now we get to talk some hockey. But a good day, man.
Yeah,
a really good day.
Yeah, and your boys won, so it's a good day.
That's true. Same with you. So I'm sure we're feeling a little good. We're feeling good about ourselves. But first, man, did you happen to watch the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight last night?
Yeah, I did. I wish I would have done something else because it was the disgrace to boxing. It was awful. It was, hey, we all know it was a business. It was acting, it was scripted, and it was just a poor performance. But yeah, it was. But hey, when you get paid $20 million, it is what it is. But still,
yeah,
come on, man. He's got to start fighting people that are like relevant, because otherwise he's not going to get any other people to watch his fights because he's just looking like a joke at this point. Really disappointed, like super disappointed. Awful fight. Yeah.
Yeah, I think obviously he hyped it up really well, and there was a lot of good fights within it. But you're right, though. I don't think he can pull this off again with this type of gimmick, right? I mean, it was an absolute joke of a fight. You could tell early on, especially in the second round, that Mike Tyson had no chance. He was just surviving at that point, and he continued. It continued like throughout the rest of the fight. Him just holding on. I don't know if it was staged, but I mean, Jake Paul did admit that he let up on Tyson because he could see Tyson was struggling. So, I mean, I feel bad for Tyson in a sense. It's sad to see him like that. But, I mean, the guy's nearly 60, right? And at the end of the day, like you said, I think it was 20 mil. So, I mean, I'm sure he'll survive. But, I don't think if he's going to keep fighting this way, I don't think people are going to support him as much as they have. Because last night was just it was an absolute joke, man. Like you said, absolute joke.
You could just see, you could just tell it was scripted. Look at the first round. Look at Tyson's footwork. Watch the second and third round. You can just see, like, it was not the Mike Tyson we even seen in the training videos leading up to that. It was, I think any professional fighter is just shaking their head because the fact that you're fighting a man that's your dad's age, and then you can just see everything changed from the body language, the fighting positions, just everything changed after the first round.
Yeah.
It was just a waste of time. But yeah, I don't think he needs to fight someone more like Fury again or actually fight a professional boxer.
Yeah, exactly.
And then let's see how good you are and then let you talk. Let's get a champ and let's see how tough you are because, yeah, he's irrelevant at this point.
Yeah.
But
yeah, not a good look. Not a good look for sure.
No, it's awful. It's awful.
I think like the highlight of the night though was Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. I mean, that fight was unreal, man. They beat each other up right until the final bell. You got to give them tons of credit because if it wasn't for them, it would have been an absolute bust, in my opinion. They saved the night because obviously, the Tyson Paul fight was a bust. A bust.
But man, those two girls were like two dogs in the cages, man, just beating the shit out of each other. It was awesome. I mean, the one girl probably got a headbutt, and I heard there's a few rants about it should have been the other girl who got the fight. To be honest, I didn't pay a whole much attention to it, but overall,
yeah,
great fight, right? But
yeah, I think there was 3 headbutts, man, and just the gash on her face was just like, oh my god, I don't even know how you just can continue to fight round after round with that kind of gash. But like,
Well, I mean, when you clinch a lot, it's going to happen, and especially if you're fighting a southpaw, you're going to get headbutted a lot just because you're not used to that stance and the way they clinch. So that's probably why it happened.
yeah,
But
yeah,
hey,
Katie,
good fight,
Yeah.
the ladies.
yeah, totally, man.
Yeah,
I mean, all in all, I mean, Jake Paul, you have to give him some credit to with what he's doing.
he's a businessman.
He's a businessman.
It's a business.
Yeah, it's going really well.
It was smart. It was smart. The marketing. There's no better marketer than the Jake Paul or the Paul brothers to begin with. They're great marketers for the sport. I think, like you said, he needs to fight something that's more relevant because at this point he looks like a jackass.
Yeah, people, they wanted to see like a real Tyson. They wanted to see a real fight last night, and we didn't get one, and it was just it was just a poor performance by Tyson. It was yeah, and like the fact that he admitted to letting up because he didn't want to hurt him so bad.
John,
like that's not a boxing match.
What's with the last 10 seconds? The last 10 seconds of the 8th round, and they paused, and then they did this thing. Like, what is that part of the act?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
I know.
No offense.
Mike Tyson should have just
It gets me
suckered
so. What are you doing, man? It's just, man, like that's at that point you can tell like this is just so stupid.
Yeah.
And then Netflix, you know, it was really glitchy. It wasn't that good. But I think if he wants to fight someone, I think a great guy, an opponent, Evander Kane. He posted something back in 2020. Evander Kane posted something back in 2020 or 2021 and commented on Jake Paul and said, let's set something up. That's guy, true. That would be a fight to watch. Yeah,
I don't know how well he would do, but
Evander?
Yeah.
You know Evander Kane is named after Evander Holyfield, right?
Yeah.
The famous boxer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Evander Kane did box a bunch growing up. Like that's why he's a tough kid. Oh yeah. He's a legit fighter for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe one day
I would love to see that fight.
One day, maybe we'll see
it.
Okay. Well, I think that's enough boxing talk for this hockey podcast. But yeah, I mean, entertained somewhat. Anyways, moving on. Before we get started, correct a mistake that I made last week. I corrected myself in the show, but I realized that I said his name wrong like 5 or 6 times. And I don't know why. So Anthony Richard, I called him Anthony Richard. Even after I corrected myself, I then proceeded to call him Anthony Richard again. Which is, I don't know why, man. Anthony Richard, played for Montreal as well. Whatever.
And you're French.
I'm French.
You're French. You should know this, John.
I should.
Come on, man.
So I'm very sad. Very disappointed in myself, but I mean, moving on is what it is, man. So tonight the Habs, they beat the Blue Jackets 5-1 on goals from Mike Matheson, Nick Suzuki, Lucas Kandata, Jake Evans, and Josh Anderson. Sam Montembeault stopped 25 of 26 shots for his 5th win of the season. Quickly, before the game, they did honor Shea Weber, who was recently inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame that we touched on last episode. It was a great speech, well deserved, and really glad the fans gave him the respect that that he deserved. That he did a lot for this organization, a lot for the culture. He put his body on the line. Honestly, his body's broken now. So I mean, he did. He's literally sacrificed his health. For the Montreal Canadiens, and especially in their Stanley Cup run. So he wasn't able to play after the Cup run. So I mean, well deserved. I mean, I'm glad they gave him the respect he deserves. Overall, the team played well. Obviously, it wasn't a very tough opponent in Columbus. It's not like we're playing the Rangers or someone or a team really good. So I mean, it is what it is there. I'm glad we won. I'm glad we didn't lose to a team like Columbus. So that was good. Entertaining overall. I think you'll like this, man. Arbor Jackeye gets it in his first fight of the season, which, I mean, we're 16, 17, something like that games in. The fact that he hasn't fought until tonight is kind of odd.
It's shocking.
A little confusing. But
Yeah.
it was a heavyweight battle, man. But what did you think, man? Like, Olivier he's tough, man.
Oh man, it's like I said, man, he's one of the top 3 tough fighters. You know, like when it comes to defensive fighting, you got him and Delorier. They're always defensive. They let the other guy make the first move, and they're so calm. And it's like, man, he clipped him once. Arbor kind of went down a bit, but he came back up, and Arbor stayed strong. It was a good fight, but Olivier, man, he just uppers, unders, like he was such a talented fighter. Great to see.
Yeah, it was, right? It's kind of like the first fight where you see Arbor just kind of go toe-to-toe. It wasn't like toe-to-toe Rempe.
He didn't come out.
Oliver.
He didn't run after him. Yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't a quick fight. Like
they,
usually Arbor's fights are quick, and it's just like whatever.
It's
but
in
like,
the moment. It's in the moment.
It's quick. Yeah, but like I think but this one, man, like this is toe to toe, and it was good to see Arbor do that because, like I said, we haven't seen him do that, and
no.
Oliver, he got him, man. He got him a few times, and Arbor stood in there, which was good. But I mean, clear winner is Olivier. Mathieu Olivier. Definitely the winner. So, I mean, good on Jack-Eye for getting in his first fight of the season. Good for standing in there. But, I mean, he got fed a little bit. He got fed a little bit.
He picked the toughest guy. Yeah, he did good, man.
He did.
It's not an easy guy to fight him. I mean, that guy, he's scary.
I know.
He is quick and he's fast. And I think Olivier is only like 6 feet. Like, he's not a big guy. Like, he's a heavyweight, but he's not like 6'4", 6'3", right? So
yeah, he's not built like Ryan
props
Reeves.
to him.
Yeah, built like Ryan Reeves.
Power.
Whatsoever, but but amazing though, man. It was a good fight. Good to see. You know, Jack-Eye actually played almost 16 minutes tonight, so it's nice to see him get rewarded for his good play as of late because he has been steady. He hasn't been getting a lot of minutes, but with the minutes he's gotten, he's been pretty good. So the fact that he had 16 minutes tonight plus 5 minutes in the box, I mean, that's good, man. Like, they're using him, and I think they need to continue to use him for sure because I like him, man. I like Jack-Eye a lot. I think he has so much more to offer than just a bottom pair defenseman. I think he could be top 4 if given the minutes, man. Yeah.
He's still learning, right? So if he's getting minutes, like obviously he's not going to be like Hutson and Matheson getting 25 plus minutes, but still, if he went up from 11 minutes a game to 16, that's great, right?
Yeah.
So good for him.
Yeah, and
he looked pretty comfortable out there today. Looked good.
Yeah, he did. All right. I know Matheson scored on the power play tonight, which is good for him. I'm happy to see it. But I'm not going to change my mind. I don't think he's playing well, and I don't think he belongs on the first wave of the power play. And the decision to keep going with him on the first wave of the power play, in my opinion, it's costing us points. There are times in a game where a power play goal could change the flow of the game. And by not putting Lane Hutson out there in place of Matheson, Marty is lessening their chances to win games. So I don't know what they're doing there. I don't know. I really don't know if Marty thinks he's protecting Lane Hutson. I don't know. I mean, he plays the guy 25, 26 minutes a night. So I know that he trusts Hutson. I know that. And he plays a lot of time on the second power play as well. So for me, it's a little shocking because clearly Matheson does not play well on the power play. I know he scored tonight. Yet, Marty keeps using him despite having this generational talent at his disposal. I don't know if Marty's worried about hurting Matheson's feelings. I don't know if that's the case, just having, trying to show him more respect. But this is the NHL, and it's about winning at all costs. So If and like what surprises me is that if anyone would know that, it's Marty, man. Like Marty knows what it takes to win. So I don't know why he's not using Hutson in the first wave of the power play. I mean, enough is enough. Marty, stop being stubborn. Hutson is the best player on the Montreal Canadiens, and it's time to hand over the keys. What do you think, man? What do you think? You obviously like Hutson as well.
Oh, dude, he's a complete stud. Man rocket. Dude, yeah, play him. Smoke him if you got him, you know? Like, I don't know why you wouldn't. You know, I'd kill for a guy like that in my team, man. He's clutch, and you can just see him trying to get his first goal. You watch the clips of, like, the last 4 games, and he takes an end-to-end dipsy doodle, you know, and he's trying, man. He's just such a contender, you know? So, like, I feel like why would you not want him on your power play? And if not, why don't you have Matheson and Lane Hutson on the power play? You know, like, what? Try something out. Like, you were in dead last place before tonight's game. What do you have to lose? Really, at this point, you know? And like I said, it's, you got nothing to lose, man. I would just try something else different because, I mean, I think the fans want to see something, you know? So, yeah.
And,
so,
I mean, I understand the argument. Like, before tonight's game, we're 9th in the league in power play percentage. So, I mean, it's not like we have a bad power play. That's not the issue.
No.
Like, I know it is clicking to some degree, but I mean, people forget that the second wave of the power play does score their fair share of goals as well. You know, with Hutson on it. I just think you could take it to another level if you played Lane Hutson on the top power play. Take it to another level and start, you know, being top 3 in the league. When you have a talent like that, generational, I mean, I know it's early in his career, but I mean, let's just do it, man. Like, you know, Cale Makar came into the league, his first year ran the power play. Was that a mistake? No, he's the best player in the world, or one of them. Hudson's in Hudson's in that same kind of situation, man. Like, just like I said, give him the keys and turn that car on and get it going.
Nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose.
Absolutely.
Nothing to lose, you know. But you know what? It's a conversation we have every single episode. And
well, hopefully he'll figure it out.
Nothing's changing, and I know. But we're going to keep beating the same drum because it just doesn't make sense to me. And, like, Kate, not only this game, but, like, if you go back to the Minnesota game, it's like the third period, we're down 1-0. We're creating nothing. Matheson has had 2 or 3 power plays, whatever it has been already, and it's been brutal. Couple giveaways at the blue line, as he always does. Generating no offense, no chances on the power play, and then you're down 1-0 in a low-scoring game, not a lot of chances. And it's like, okay, this is it. They're probably going to play Lane Hutson. I mean, got to get something going here. And sure enough, nope, Matheson again. And then guess what happens? We don't score. And then later on in that period, we're down 2-0. 6 minutes left or whatever. Power play again. Well, okay, Matheson has to sit on the bench this one. Sit this one out. Hutson is coming in. Nope. Matheson again, and guess what happens? Nothing. Again. So we lost the game 3-0. Didn't score a goal. And it's just like those little moments where it's just like, man, like, why not give it a try? Nothing's working. The power play is not working. You need a goal. Why not just play Lane Hutson? It makes zero sense to me. It's like they don't want to win.
Yeah, dude, you got a weapon and you're not using them. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like I remember when, oh my gosh, why am I drawing when Drysdale came to Philly last year, I think the whole fan base was like finally we have a young all-star defenseman, and he went straight to the power play. And I think he got like his first point in his first power play.
Yeah.
But still, like, let him eat, It's the kid's so quick and agile. Why would you have a big, Matheson's not massive, but still, you want a lanky guy who's quick and energetic for a power play. That's why you always see, same like Tippett. Tippett will generally be on defense for a power play because he's fast. Big shot, But yeah, why do you put him out there, man?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know. And
I think Marty might need to go. I don't know. He's not showing the competence. I don't know. He's
I know. Oh man,
I like him.
I like him too.
Yeah,
but there has been a lot of situations where you really do question what he's doing or what he's thinking.
What's he doing?
Even tonight too, man. Like I don't know how long it lasted, maybe a period, but he took Slav off the first line, dropped him on the fourth line, and then brought Armia up. And I know Armia ended up assisting on a goal by Suzuki. But he also took a penalty, I think it was the second or third period, on that line, and then I think eventually they went back to Slav. But, like, I don't know. I know he's trying to get Slav going because Slav hasn't had the greatest of starts, but, play him on the fourth line. Like, come on, that's not where he should go, What kind of message are you trying to send? Just doesn't make sense to me. I think you want to build this guy up with confidence, not start playing with his head and put him on the fourth line. Especially for a guy like Yoel Armia, who's like the softest player on our team. It's like, no thanks. We're good. You can be off the team now. Not promoted to the top line. Bye.
Yeah, I think you have to ask, like, when does a coach feel after so many games that I'm going to switch up the lineups? Like today, like I feel like the Flyers organization, even before Tortorella, it was never consistency with like goalies. Like if a goalie's won 2 games in a row, okay, let's take Carter Hart out and put in Erison, and then we lose. Like why wouldn't you not have a goalie who's hot? Play him. Why would you ruin that momentum? Like. And this is the same thing, and I'm really happy that they put Fedotov in net because he won the last game too. But, or did he win the last game? I can't remember who the goalie was. Anyway,
Ottawa.
He did. Yeah. So, and I'm really happy. Then you see tonight, like the lineups with Tortorella, man.
Back in the blender.
I like Tortorella. No, Tortorella's good. He's tough, but he's also fair. But you see the lineups tonight. You have Anthony Richard. You had Jackson Cates, and you had Mitchkov. And I'm like, this is the fourth line. And I'm like, okay, I could see this because Jackson Cates, he's got like 2 assists. He's a decent center, but he's super fast. Like when we played McDavid, he plays with them the whole time and just stops McDavid. He plays really well. He's super quick. And then you have Richard, also just little speedster. And then you have Matvey. And they generated some good offense. You have Richard who went again 2 points again, but again, like why don't you have like some better consistency of lines? And I know that Owen Tippett is playing with Coots and TK, but I don't know. I just feel like he keeps shuffling the lines where it's just like give the guys some consistency. Like let him play for at least 2 or 3 games, and if they're not driving, take him out. Shuffle it around.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's kind of annoying. It's like fuck, man.
Especially when they're winning too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. But
right?
they did have to insert Coots tonight too, so that changed it a little.
Yeah, we didn't play well. We didn't play well at all playing Ottawa. We got really lucky.
Yeah.
We didn't have many shots on net, but tonight we played a good game.
Yeah.
Really good game.
Yeah, he did play a great game tonight.
Yeah.
All right, before we get to Philly, and we will get to Philly right after this, but I just want to quickly touch on Doc, and then we'll get right into the Philadelphia Flyer game tonight, which was a great game for Philly. So I'm excited to talk about that. First, there's been a lot of heat on Kirby Doc, And I just do not understand why people are complaining so much about him. I know he's not producing. I know he's maybe he doesn't look like he's trying as hard as you'd want him to try, but the guy was injured for an entire season. I mean, we have no clue how he's feeling physically or mentally. So, like, how can we just sit here and give him a hard time and question his work ethic, question if he's should be a part of our future, question if he's a center or a wing or a winger? Like, we have all seen what this guy's capable of. And I mean, and I'm still confident that he's going to find his game. And when he does, we're going to fall back in love with him. You know, when he was playing at his best prior to his injury, prior to last season, like, there was flashes of him just being a dominant center. Like, there was a question in Montreal whether or not he was going to be your first line center over Nick Suzuki. You know, so like when he plays at that level, he's amazing, and we all know it. So everyone just needs to be patient. If it takes Doc an entire season to find his game, then like so be it. I'm okay with that. Step one for Doc this year is to stay healthy. If he can stay healthy, that's a successful season for me. Because I know the following year, if he feels good about himself and feels like he has completely healed this injury, then he is going to continue his path of greatness. And we just got to be patient, man. We just got to be patient. Doc is the man. We just have to let him, you know, let him refine his game. And I know he will.
Yeah, he's a unit, man. Like, what is he, 6'4"?
Yeah, he's like 6'4", 215, 20 pounds. Like, an absolute beast. And like,
yeah, he's a big beast, man. I remember last year when he beat that guy up. Who did he fight last year?
No, he was injured all last. That was 2 years ago, because he was injured.
That was 2 years ago.
He was injured all last season, but it was Andrew Kopp, I think, from Detroit, right off the face-off. That was 2 years ago. But that's like that was vintage Doc.
That wasn't last.
No, he was he was injured. He got injured in the second game of the season last year and was out the entire season. And then he fought Ridley Gregg in the preseason. So he's mean, he's big.
Yeah.
He's got everything, man. He's got everything. But let's get to Philly. The Montreal game, it was good. It was good. But let's just see. Let's see what we got. So the Flyers, they beat the Sabres 5-2 tonight and moved to 8-2 on the season. Tyson Forrester, Travis Sanheim, Igor Zamula, is that how you say it?
Yep.
All scored. Travis Konechny scored twice and had an assist, 3 points. I know a lot of guys had a good night, but we're going to focus on Matvei Michkov, who had 2 assists. And now, what does he have now? How many points does he have in? It was like 15 points in 16 games, or
14. I think it was 14, maybe. It was so he didn't play for 2 games, so he has 2 points less than he has games, I think. So let's take a look here.
Yeah.
Ah, man. Oh my gosh, why can't I see nothing here? Let's take a look. Oh, career. That's what you want to see. Yeah, so he's got 15.
Yeah.
15 points
in 17 games.
6 goals, 9 assists in 16 games.
Oh, so he's 15 and 16.
Because he sat 2 games. Yeah.
All right, and then Anthony Richard.
He played well.
He did. Anthony Richard. 2 more points. Richard. Why do I keep calling him Richard?
And Richard.
Anthony
Richard.
My God, I'm so embarrassed.
Tony
Richard.
Anthony
Richard. 2 more assists, meaning he's got now 6 points in 5 games. Dude, he's making an impact on this team.
He's making the team, man.
You like him?
He is making. I fucking love him, dude. I like what he brings, man. And to put it in perspective, like, you have Like, he's playing better than Forster. He's playing better than Farabee. He's playing better than Frost. Yeah, he's playing better than some of the guys. Like, it's tough to see some of the guys that are struggling. Same with Tippett. He could be producing more. But, you know, when I hope Frost, you know, I hope he sets a couple games and can see what's going on, and maybe he can bounce back and play better. But Anthony, man, like he creates some scoring chances. He's quick. And tonight, man, they had a bunch. And seeing him get 2 points, awesome. And Forster, too. Forster got a greasy goal.
Yeah.
You know, and he was pretty happy. But we need him for his shooting. We just need him to shoot. He's got such a sniper shot, right? Farabee, he's still trying to find his game. I don't really know. I kind of feel like you don't see him out there. But going back to the Mishkov, man, that goal with TK on that 2-0, oh, God, man, that electric. Like, we're all thinking, is he going to pass it? Probably not, because it's Mishkov. He wants to score. And you can see him look back, and there's something in your just telling you he's going to pass the puck. He goes for the fake, does the saucy pass, and TK scores. The whole crowd goes wild. TK looks at him, and just the bond you can see in their eyes, the boys are fucking cooking, man, and it's awesome. Like, it's good to see how everyone's coming together because they're playing and they're having fun, man. They're sticking up for each other. And TK, right after he passes the puck and TK scored, Mitchkov gets hit by one of their players. TK celebrated for probably a fraction of a second. He's like, fuck that, let's go. And just a scrum. I love it. And that's just, you know, and I feel like Matt Fay really looks up to TK because they're both 5'10", small guys, but they're menaces. They're like Matt Fay's going to be a menace. He is going to be an absolute menace in the league. Maybe like a Brad Marchand with a mix of TK. I don't know. I'm excited to see what's going to happen, but it's generational.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, they got that. Yeah. They got that fire, man. They got that fire in them, and
they do.
And
piss, yeah.
Yeah, and I think the more time he spends around a guy like Travis Konechny, like the
TK.
Yeah, TK. It's just
you can't say it.
No, you know what? I've been working on it. I practice. Konechny. I got so good. I got so good at it. I do practice it quite a bit. Konechny. Yeah. TK. But the more time he spends around this guy, man, like the more it's going to rub off on him. And I mean, yeah, he's got protection as well. Like I don't know. He played with Richard tonight and Cates. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what I was kind of shocked. I'm like, so Cates is playing center. Which one is going to back up Matt Fay if he does something stupid? Yeah. Cates is like, he can be a little bit gritty, but has he ever dropped gloves? I've never seen him do it. But he is playing that more physicality role, being a power play killer. But yeah, obviously you'd have to step up in those circumstances. I don't think Matt Fay is going out there expecting people to fight his fights, but I think he might get himself in trouble at times where you might want a guy like, say, Tippett out there, because Tippett's kind of like a sealer. He's got a screw loose.
Yeah.
Know? But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Even TK, but
TK, he doesn't. I mean, I just remember last year. Yeah, like I would love to see TK and Austin Matthews. Remember last year?
That was 2 years ago. At least two. That was at least 2 years ago. Because I remember Giordano was on the team. Remember, because Giordano was the one who come to jump in his
It was
defense.
last year.
No.
It was last year, I thought.
No.
Was that 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was when Toronto just had gotten Mark Giordano. Because Giordano then went on to be the captain in
Utah. No. Seattle.
Was that?
Seattle.
Was that?
It was.
That was after Toronto, wasn't it? It could be.
It was after Toronto.
Yeah, but you think Michkov will ever get in a fight?
Oh, absolutely. I think so.
I
think he will.
You think if Celebrini would have dropped his gloves, he would have dropped them as well?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I think you should probably expect. I mean, yeah. Do you think he wants to be a fighter? Probably not. I don't think any of us want him to drop the gloves. But I feel like there are going to be circumstances where, if you can measure someone, like remember last year when you had Dylan Cousins wanted to fight Hathaway, and Hathaway beat the shit out of this poor kid. And I think Dylan Cousins was like out for 5 games. So he's probably concussed.
Oh yeah, broken nose.
But I think if you can measure yourself against an opponent where like I think this could be a fair fight, then sure, do it. But you don't want to see a guy going toe to toe against someone who's, 30, 40 pounds on you, 10 inches of reach. But I mean, yeah, I think it's doable. But the question's who.
Yeah,
I'd like to see Bedard because Bedard's kind of feisty too.
Oh yeah, he'll do it one day. He'll do it one day, no problem.
I think Bedard and Matvey are gonna have a nice game. Like it's gonna be it'll be a game to watch, man. Because I feel like Bedard doesn't take no shit either.
No,
he's
a hockey player too.
He's
man.
a little
he's
fucker
a
too.
Player.
He's
kind of reminds me of Sidney Crosby.
Yeah, he got his jaw broken.
Like Sidney Crosby's kind of
absolutely.
Like no one really expected Sid to. No one really expected him to fight, right? But he fought early on in his career. He just to let people know that he'll fight, no problem. And he's done it.
He's a captain.
He's done it throughout his career, man. Not a lot of them, but he'll do it, no problem.
He's probably had a handful of fights.
Yeah. But he never. Yeah. But I think Michkov will because the way he plays, man. Like you're gonna invite it. If you're gonna play like that, you're gonna have to eventually.
Oh yeah.
But like you said, you have to make sure you're choosing someone in your class because if
he usually backs people up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, and and like most guys in the NHL, I don't think many of them would if they knew that they were outside his class by a lot. I don't think they're gonna fight him. So he's probably safe a little bit like that because I don't. It's not like Olivier's gonna grab that kid one day and just lay a beating on him.
Of course not.
So no. I'm sure certain players will probably be easy on him or, maybe avoid that because they know he's a star. You don't want to hurt the stars too much.
Well, I mean, I think if a guy deserves it, he'll definitely get what he has coming to him. But I mean, usually when Matvey gets in, his little scrums, it's usually when he's in after a whistle's blown and someone's grabbing someone, he's usually trying to back them up as well. So he's a good team player in that way. He doesn't just fuck off and go back to the bench. He's like, no, let's get in here. Let's stir the pot.
Yeah, let's be there.
You gotta love that.
Oh yeah,
you gotta love that.
Yeah, that's the worst, man.
He's a team player, man.
Yeah. Love the kid, man.
Yeah,
love the kid.
He's Russian.
You love the Russians, man. You love those Russians.
I do, man. They are savages. They are team players, man.
Yeah.
Look at Ovi. Ovi is one of the best team leaders ever to play the game. And he's a fun guy.
Yeah, fun.
For sure.
For sure, man. Just quickly on Richard. Just wrap him up. Obviously, man, just a top-notch AHL player. Top-notch. Right? And it's like he's had his chances here and there in the NHL. A few games with Nashville, a few games with Montreal, but he has a really good camp this year in Philly. They send him down knowing that he's probably the first call up because of the way he played, and he's come up and he's been given a role. He's been given a chance to play on the power play. He's got playing with some decent players, especially with Michkov right now, and amazing, man. Yep. Amazing what he's doing. I'm just happy that... And of all people to give him a shot, John Tortorella, awesome. So I'm happy this kid has finally got a chance to prove that he can play because he's 27 now and he's got the tools, man. He's got the tools. And he's also a big reason why Philly has turned their game around, man. They're on a little heater right now, and he's been a big part of that. You know what I mean? He's there's a lot of players playing well, he's one of the top producers right now. In the last 5-6 games.
his pluses are good. He's back checking. He's hitting, blocking shots, and he's scoring and he's assisting. Man, take notes for Frosty because I hope Frost can do something. If not, I think we should trade him. And I like Frost.
Yeah.
But maybe it's just time for a player like that. Okay, you're not working out. Maybe you'll work out somewhere else, right? And that happens a lot,
does.
right? So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm happy for Richard, man.
Yeah,
it's a nice Cinderella story.
It is, and hopefully it just keeps going.
Hopefully he keeps going.
I
hope he keeps going, man.
Yeah.
I'm really happy for him.
All right, talking about Cinderella, Ivan Fedotov, these days. Fedotov has been he's been another big reason why the team's been getting wins lately. Tonight got the start. 23 saves and 25 shots. Another win, man. That's his third win in a row. Following after starting the season off with three losses. So I mean, dude, how nice has it been to finally see this goalie play like everyone wanted him to?
Oh man, it's a dream come true. Like I think all of us, all the Flyer fans, were pretty excited to have him, Matvey, come in here with Luchenko, and then all of a sudden things start kind of not working out the way that we thought it would, right? Mm-hmm. So, you had Luchenko go back to the OHL, Fedotov have a horrible start, and then then you have Erison get hurt. And then you have Kolosov. He comes back, and it's like, what is going on? Like, are we gonna have a shitty season? And then all of a sudden, Fedotov plays a game. He wins, and then he wins again, and then again tonight. And it's just like he is looking so comfortable and confident. I think his only downfall is he needs. He needs a little more help playing the puck when he leaves his net. Like when he gets out, he plays the puck. He's just like, I'm going to take my time. Like, no, dude, hurry up. Okay. Or just practice. He needs some practice playing the puck because there's a few times where he panics. He's so big. He kind of fumbles and he looks like, a giant scarecrow out there. But yeah, dude, I'm grateful that he's playing good. I'm happy for him. You can just see everyone, supporting and just rooting for him, right? So I really hope that he can become what I think everyone wants him to be, is that number one guy, right?
Yeah.
So So if he could be like Bobrovsky or Vasilevsky, he will be so good, right? Oh.
I mean, if he reaches that level, then things will be good in Philly. Things will be good in Philly.
Clean living.
Yeah.
Clean living.
Sam Erison, dude, he's injured, right? And I'm not sure how long is he out. Do you know how long he's out for, or expected to be, or
it's week to week.
Week to week, okay.
But he played his game. He won, didn't he? And then he's injured again. Yeah. So I don't know what happened there.
Either.
So
I think.
Yeah.
That's too bad because he was playing well too, man. Right? Like.
Yeah.
Because
he's playing well.
Once he got back from his first injury, it looked like.
Yeah.
It looked like okay. Now he's back. He's playing well. I think he was like 4-2-2. He had a couple wins in a row.
Yeah.
Playing well, stabilized kind of the goaltending, and then Fedotov. Yeah, things are looking good in net, man. Which, like you said, a couple weeks ago, it did not look good, and then all of a sudden,
I was scared.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, now they're back to 500. They're in the mix, and you gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
We are loving it.
Yeah, I know.
We're loving it.
I know.
And I just
go ahead, man.
I do want to give a shout out. I was looking at some stats today, and man, I was looking at all the hits. I just want to say Lawton is leading the team in hits. I think it was like 55 hits or something. Anyways, keep it up, Lawton. That's great. So, I know he's a -10, but he's blocking shots, he's hitting. But yeah, good for him.
Yeah.
I know he's had a tough start as well. So, but at least he's playing that role, blocking shots, winning faceoffs. Yeah, so hopefully he can get going too. But just want to give a props off to Lottie.
Yeah.
So.
You know what though? Like those numbers are probably skewed a little bit, right? Because of the terrible start to the season. You probably look back the 5-6 games and there's no way he's probably he's probably not even a minus player. Or you know what I mean? He's probably
he plays on power kill, right? He's a power killer, right? So so if he's on there,
but you don't get minus for that.
They get scored on.
You don't get minus for that though.
You don't?
No,
I didn't know that.
Look at that. Has to be even strength. Learn something new every day, man. I'm here to teach.
So
here to teach,
all right.
man.
Help me.
Help me.
Help me.
Help you.
Help you. Jerry Maguire.
That's right.
Help me. Help you.
Oh God.
That's right.
All right. We're gonna kind of get into the young guns and how they're off to a bad start, but we kind of touched it. Frost be better. Forrester be better. Farabee be better.
Be better.
You know, there's still, a lot of things are working. If those guys can just start producing a little bit more, gosh, then how good is this team gonna be if they can get things going? But
I hear
you know what I mean. But you touched on it already. What do you think?
We'll see, man.
Yeah,
it'll come.
It'll all come, man. It seems like everything's coming together for you guys. Montreal, not so much. Still need some help, but for you guys, it honestly looks like Philly's turned it around. Buffalo. This is a must-win for Buffalo because Buffalo. Yeah, I mean, not a must-win, they're just so up and down, man. Like they have a terrible game against Montreal. They go in, they beat St. Louis, but St. Louis is one of the shittiest teams in the league. So good.
Man, but St. Louis has beaten a lot of good teams. They've beaten Toronto twice this year.
No, really?
I wouldn't call them a shitty team.
Oh my God!
Yeah. I wouldn't call them a shitty team. I wouldn't call them a shitty team. John.
I would absolutely call them shitty.
No, I say because
they beat the Bruins tonight though. They beat the Bruins tonight.
I know. See, they're not a shitty team.
Well, they lost to Montreal though, and they lost to Ottawa 8-1, didn't they?
And we lost to you too. So
it's true. Yeah, I guess, so man. I guess. Year. Okay, so
preseason.
So you think St. Louis is not that shitty?
No, not at all. Not at all. I think they're contenders.
Right? No.
They can stay healthy.
Check their record, man. They're not as good as what you're saying here. They suck. They're sucking, man. They suck. They suck. You're wrong.
You think so?
Yeah, I can't. My phone's not working.
They're not bad.
Yeah, check out the record.
I'm gonna check the standings here because I think you're wrong.
8.
All right, let's go conference here. All right, so they're 8-9, but they're not awful.
The last 10 games, they're
just under 500.
6-1 in the last 10 games.
They had a good start to the year, right? But they're just under 5, but they can contend. You know, they can beat good teams.
That's my well, you know what? I don't have much. I don't watch them a lot, so I don't really know. Other than I've seen them get beat pretty bad, and Montreal beat them. So I mean, but anyways, I think it's enough Philly talk, enough Habs talk for now. Let's go around the NHL, and really wanted to get to Connor McDavid reaching 1,000 points. He scored a goal against the Nashville Predators on Thursday to hit the 1,000-point mark. I think he did add another point in that game. And I think he had 2 more tonight, I believe. But he is the 4th fastest player to reach 1,000 points in the history of the game. Can you guess the 4 players above him? Or, sorry, the 3 players above him. Fastest to reach 1,000 points.
Gretzky, Dave Yellenchuk.
Who's that? Dave Yellenchuk.
I forget.
You talking about Anderchuk?
Probably botches.
Talking about Anderchuk?
Anderchuk. Dave Anderchuk, is that his name?
No. Yeah, Dave Anderchuk, but that's not one of the answers.
I don't know. I'm sure.
Your mind goes to Dave Anderchuk?
Lemieux? No. thought it was. I don't
No,
know.
yeah, Mario Lemieux. Clearly,
I'm gonna say Lemieux.
Yeah, Lemieux. So clearly, Pelly has not been checking the game notes.
No, I haven't.
So it's Wayne Gretzky, Mario Lemieux, and Mike Bossy. So I wouldn't have guessed
Bossy.
Isn't he a Philly guy?
I would have. He was.
He was your next pick after Dave Vanderchuk?
Fuck, man. I wish I could say it's late. It's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, exactly. It's late. It's late here.
Yeah,
it's late
whatever.
Here.
But yeah, it's pretty impressive.
It is, man. It's good company, man. McDavid is for sure one of the greatest players of all time. I don't think there's a question about that. I think he's probably the most skilled player of all time. The way he skates.
Of all time, for sure.
I mean, imagine what he would look like back then in the 80s, 90s. Like the way he skates. Alone.
It wouldn't be
It
fun.
would be unreal, man. But yeah, so he's probably the most skilled player of all time. The way he skates, his speed, the way he dangles through guys like it's nothing. We've seen him do that a few times, man. An elite passer, elite shooter, underrated shooter. I mean, when he wants to shoot, he can. He's elite.
The way he sees the game, it's just the ice.
Yeah.
That's a skill in its own.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants on the ice.
He's
really does it all. I mean, is he better though all around than Sidney Crosby? Because that's debatable, right? Because
for sure, no. I'd say look, Sidney Crosby was the same as McDavid at 14 years old. They're both really good, but to see what I think Connor McDavid has. I think he beat Crosby by 80 games, 92 games.
Oh, getting to the 1,000 points.
I think I seen a stat. Yeah, so that just shows you in itself that I think he might be the better player.
Offensively, there's
but
no
Crosby
question.
still is. Maybe both. I don't know. Do I like Pittsburgh? No, but when you look at Letang, Malkin, and Crosby. I don't think there's ever been a trio of guys that played together their whole career. I've never heard of it. But yeah, Sidney's probably going down the best of all because he has all the medals right now.
He's got all the accolades.
It's really hard to get
right?
to.
And he's got,
so I don't know.
That's the one thing Sidney Crosby has on Connor is the 3 cups, right? The 3 Stanley Cups.
Sidney's the GOAT in my mind, I feel like. But I think eventually McDavid will have that, but not yet.
Yeah, and I do think he'll get one cup at least. I'm very hopeful. Hopefully it's this year because
he just needs to leave the Oilers. He
yeah, go to Toronto, go back home to Toronto.
I hope not, man.
Fuck Toronto.
I'm sorry. Toronto's not bad. I don't know why I
can't stand them.
sometimes.
Well. You guys had some wicked battles, man, back in the day, Philly and Toronto. I know why. I know why you hate them.
I know we did.
How can you like a team like that? After battling with them for so many years, man.
For us, it's actually more. It's more Boston and Pittsburgh, to be honest with you.
Now,
but yeah, I don't know. I feel like everyone's jumped on the Toronto bandwagon in the last 8 years because of Matthews and Marner, Nylander. Everything, and I'm like, fuck, everyone's a Toronto fan now. It sucks. Everybody I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a Leafs fan. I'm like, yeah.
Sorry about that.
Whatever.
Sorry about that. Sorry.
I can't say nothing because our team's hasn't won.
I know. But you know what?
Since,
At least we're building for something. I mean, the Leafs are. They're chasing the cup, but I mean, they can't even make it out of a round. And it's the funniest narrative going in the NHL. And I know they did get past Tampa 2 years ago, but they follow that up with this. What was it? A 5-game out to the Panthers, and then I think Boston Bruins knocked them off.
Boston
the year after.
2 years in a row. 2 years in a row, Boston beat them. 2 years in a row, Boston beat them.
No, that's not true.
Every year, back to back.
No.
Yeah, it's true. Not last year. The year before they did. 2 years before. Not 2023, but 2021.
You're talking about prior.
2022.
Prior to the Tampa Bay series?
Fuck, man. I don't know. I'm sure Google.
I mean, no, you're right. You're right. Before the Tampa, it was Boston for a couple of years. It could be 2 or 3 years. Yeah.
Boston knocked him
Both
out.
times. Yeah.
Boston knocked him out.
Yes.
Bad
That's,
times,
yeah, for sure. So, yeah, that was just, yeah.
I love it. I love it.
I hate
think
the
it's so
Bruins too,
hilarious.
man. I do hate the Bruins. And I'm glad the Bruins suck
Yeah,
this
you guys
year,
got
man.
bad.
I'm glad the Bruins are sucking.
Yeah.
They lost to St. Louis, of all teams, man.
Yeah,
Tonight, so
they're
it's
having
good.
issues, man.
Yeah.
I think they're having coaching issues. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it seems like from the outside, eh? They also just like they also lost their Krejci and Bergeron 2 years ago. I know they had I think it was a fluke year last year. Like Pavel Zacha and Charlie Coyle are your top 2 centers. Like, sorry, that's not sustainable. They did it for a year.
Yeah.
They even go out and they get Elias Lindholm. And I think he's having a decent year.
Zadorov.
It's just not enough. But it's, you know what? Boston, you had your fun. You got your cup. It was a while ago.
Cups.
But, no, just one. Just one cup.
Well, they've had a couple in the last 15, 20 years.
No, just one.
No.
They went to the finals.
John.
Come on, man. Come on, Pelly. Come on.
Come
Look
on,
this
John.
up.
They've had more than that.
Am I ever wrong? Am I ever wrong? Have I been wrong yet? Not really. No.
All right, John. Let's take a look, John. Yo, you fucking wanker. Okay, let's take a look here.
Oh, man.
Boston Bruins. 2011, 2013, and 2019.
They went to the finals. They didn't win the cup.
They won the Stanley Cup.
They didn't. 2011, they won. They lost.
Did. Yes, they won in 2000.
No, they didn't.
Okay, I gotta figure this. I mean, this is
2019 was St. Louis. Remember?
I didn't say.
When they beat.
I might have said.
You said
Bruins Stanley Cup.
2011,
Hold
2013, and 2019. You said.
Fuck,
So
maybe you're
Chicago,
right. It's just
2013, it was
Really?
Chicago beats Boston.
No, you're right. You're right. I apologize. You're right. I'm wrong.
Matilda.
Okay.
Matilda. Do you watch that movie?
You remember it?
Well, geez,
Dude, I love that
Lexi
show as a
watches
kid.
it once a day almost, man.
Dude, that is one of the such an underrated show. But if you're like 35 and older, you know the show.
That's so funny though.
Okay,
I didn't see that coming.
I am actually shocked.
I'm not.
Yeah, I did not know. I thought Bruins won it at least 2 more times after 2011.
No, they went to the finals.
Wow.
Went to the finals. Weren't able to get it done, but yeah.
Wow. Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them.
All right.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Time-wise, why don't we just check out the scoreboard quickly? It's getting late. Let's check out the scoreboard quickly, see if there's anything worth talking about. I know.
Vancouver's up 2-1 in the third period with 10 minutes left.
Okay,
to go.
Bedard. That's
about
Bedard's first trip back, or for his first game in his hometown.
First game at home.
Yeah, so in his hometown. And does he have anything to show for it? Nope. Oh, but Pedersen gets his 5th goal of the season. Man, is this guy on fire or what?
Isn't he making like 10
I think
million?
it's 11.5. 11.5.
Gosh.
Ooh, the Jets lose pretty bad, 5-0.
Again, they lost terrible again. It's 2 games in a row.
They start losing.
This is the downfall.
Yeah. You can't be perfect. You get so high, and then all of a sudden, this league will humble you. And, but the Bruins lost.
It
That's
is what
good.
it is.
Penguins won. Okay. All right. Oh, look at the. Oh, dude. Okay. Before we wrap this up, because I don't think we're gonna have another podcast before this. But did I tell you already that I'm going to the game in Ottawa, Edmonton, so I get to see Connor McDavid play in person for the first time ever?
Aha.
Did I tell you this? I think I did. I think I told you. But I haven't told the listeners yet.
No, you didn't.
So to the 3 of you who are listening, I am going to see Connor McDavid on Tuesday. And I can't wait. It's going to be fun. And it's fun because I'm a Habs fan. I'm not a Sens fan. I'm not an Oilers fan. So I don't have to go there and cheer for anybody to win. I just get to go and enjoy hockey. You know? And just see Connor McDavid play. So good. I'm excited about it. Very, very excited. Monday, but prior to that, Monday, Montreal plays the Oilers. So that'll be fun. That probably won't be very fun, actually. Philly plays the Avs on Monday. It's funny, like I was telling you, man, like Montreal, Philadelphia, it's like they have the exact same schedule. It's like
they know that we're starting a podcast to talk about the same teams.
Yeah, because I would love to be able to like. I guess it is. It's good in a way, but it's also bad in a way because it's just like, okay, well, I got to watch the Montreal Canadiens game, but because Philly's playing the same day, I might not be able to catch all of that.
God bless you,
sir. So,
no, I agree, but I like it.
I guess it's better. You're probably right. It's better. I think it's better.
Yeah, I mean it sucks. No, it doesn't suck that I have kids, but it is kind of when you're when you have 3 kids and you have like a 5, 3, and a 3-month-old, you're pretty busy from 5 o'clock until 8 o'clock, where the game starts at 5, and you're like, "Okay, I'm making supper, trying to listen." Yeah. It's really hard. Sometimes if I was out east when the game starts at 7, the kids are almost in bed.
Yeah.
It's a catch-22, but
Yeah,
it's tough to follow hockey. Yeah, but I mean, after 8 o'clock, it's like you tell a wife, "Bye, Felicia."
Yeah, I mean, if you were
I'll see you.
I'll see you after bedtime. But yeah, if you were a Flames fan, it would be better. But you're not. You chose a team that's out here. I cheer for all Canadian teams except Toronto.
Look, I'll cheer for Toronto in the playoffs. If Philly's not in it, would I want to see a cup back in Canada?
Toronto.
I know, but there's still a lot of good players on that team that I'd like to see to get a cup.
Name me one.
I do cheer for.
Name me one. Who would you want to see win on that team?
I like Domi. I like Marner.
Marner?
I like Reeves.
Did you see what Reeves did tonight? Or was it
No,
tonight?
I heard he got kicked out. What did he do? A 15-minute match penalty.
It was a headshot to Darnell Nurse.
Yeah, what happened?
I think just Nurse.
What did he do?
Nurse had his head down, coming out from behind the net, and he just comes and clips him. Just a pure clip to the head.
Does he?
I don't know.
And it was a 15. It was a match. Let's find out. Reeves, Nurse. All right. Let's take a look. Oh wow, match penalty. He's got blood. Wow.
Did Nurse come back or was he out?
Oh, dude! Holy fuck, man! Dude, he's getting suspended for like. Holy fuck, man! Dude, Nurse is fucked up.
They're gonna lay down the hammer?
That's I feel so bad for him, man. Like he is. Wow, I gotta turn that off and watch that, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if he.
That's sad, man. When you see a guy like Nurse look really confused and man.
I know.
Because for him, man,
tough, right?
He's fucked up.
So that means he's
tough,
hurt. It means he's hurt, like for real. Yeah. Yeah, those guys don't.
Oh man,
mess around.
That's scary. Oh, he's leaking. I'll have to watch that after. That's crazy.
I don't know what happened to him after.
Hopefully,
he probably didn't come back. That was probably it for him.
No. He definitely doesn't come back. He's leaking. It's too bad Reeves didn't get to fight anybody for that, though.
No. Who's he going to fight?
It's too bad.
Who's he going to fight, though?
Are you kidding me? Perry would love to take on Reeves.
No.
Perry? Dude, Perry
he would do it.
Corey
He would
Perry.
do it, but he wouldn't do well.
Corey Perry will fight anybody.
He wouldn't do well, though.
He would do just fine, sweetheart. It's Corey. These are fucking hockey players, John. Okay?
I know.
Hockey
No,
players. They will do anything.
He would take a beating. He would take the beating.
Hold on.
He would take the beating well,
John,
he would not win.
No. Okay. Because you're talking size. Look at Ryan Lomberg. This guy is a little fucking Tasmania devil. He'll go up against anyone. And he fights good. Reeves and Corey Perry's got to be over 200 pounds.
Probably.
Reeves only, 225, 230? Reeves hits hard. He hits hard, but is he smart? No. He's probably not that smart. So I'm sure someone could figure it out. But yeah, do I like Reeves? Yeah, he's a guy you want on your team. It looked like a pretty bad headshot. He's probably suspended for like at least
5, you think? Okay.
Oh, dude, have you not watched it?
I did.
It's fucking. That's.
I just don't. It's just.
Crazy.
I just don't know with the player safety department here. They don't.
He's not a dirty player. He's not a. Reeves is not a dirty player.
He hits to hurt, though.
I don't know.
He hits to hurt, like.
Of course he does.
But
of course, but you don't hit to injure. You hit to hurt people, but you don't hurt to make him a career ender.
That's true.
Yeah, you hit to hurt them for sure. Do I want to knock your window out of you? Absolutely. Yeah, I do. But I'm not here to, ruin your career. Give you a concussion.
Put you in the hospital.
But yeah, he looks pretty bad. But I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Anyways, I think that's pretty much does it for this week's episode, or episode 7 of the Barely Onside podcast. Anything else you'd like to add, or how you feeling? That was it.
No, man. Just, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to the boys and girls out there. Saturdays are for the boys.
Saturday, yeah. Especially for the dads. For all the dads out there.
They're for the dads out there. When you put your kids in bed,
just come
this is when we have fun.
The dads get to play. They come out to play, the dads.
The wives say, come snuggle, and I say, no. I'm going to hang out with Johnny, okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to talk hockey. Okay?
Shoot the shit. All right.
We're going to shoot the shit, okay?
All right. Well, thanks for listening. Watching to another episode of the Barely Onside podcast. Please follow us on Twitter at @barely_onside, Barely Onside podcast on Facebook and TikTok. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also listen to us on Spotify. Dude, great episode, man. Always a pleasure. Talk soon.
That was fantastic. Bye.
Bye-bye.